Awesome. Welcome back to Live Lifts. My name's Dr. James. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Live Lifts. If you're new here, very welcome. If you are a long-term subscriber or you've been subscribed from the start of the strength season, thank you for tuning in. And if you're just joining, you have caught us at the very end of a 7-month, maybe 8-month strength season. And we've done really well. So today, you have joined on the max out session for squats. We're going to be doing several of these for all the different main lifts that we do. And slightly different start to the session as usual. We are going to attack the bar, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go through the warm-up for total completion today. I am quite meticulous anyway as a person, and I have always promised to be completely unedited and transparent and completely natural on this channel, of course. So on a max out day, I'm literally just going to be doing squats. So I'm not going to be doing other stuff. So I have time as well, because I'm just going to focus on squats today. We're going to focus on this and nothing else. I have done some bits of warm-up and stretching off screen, so I'm pretty much ready to go. But I'm starting off with 70 on the bar. So usually we do 2 to 3 exercises per session, main lifts, including some accessory work as well. And there's no need for that today, because we believe familiarization and preparation have, it's what we've done all phase 1 and phase 2 for, really, with our cycles of how we structured the sessions and exercises. So I'm just going to do a quick set, and then we're going to go through some principles, because I want to really introduce you to how we're going to do things, because there are some guidelines and stuff to follow. So in case you are not familiar with what to do, we can help you with that. If you don't know how to max out, a lot of people don't. A lot of people just come to the gym and lift it, and then they do a couple of reps, and then they go home. And if you are just beginning, as in, let's say you're 16 and you're just starting, or if you are in your 20s or 30s or older and you're just starting, you probably aren't familiar with how to do it, and that's why we've always emphasized proper technique on this channel and how to do things injury-free, and how to do things with no ego and safety and so on, because it's really enjoyable if you're actually progressing and you're not just constantly hitting a block. So, how to max out properly. Let's see what the ACSM guidelines say, all right? I have referred to these in previous streams. They are amazing. You probably have read them if you are if you've had a really good introduction to the gym and you've done a really good qualification or license, you may have touched base on these. I don't remember touching on these as a physio, because we were looking at more rehab and assessing pain and rehabilitating and examining patients and testing for injuries and so on. But you will have touched these if you have a personal training qualification of any substantial value. I guess if you are doing a qualification at the moment in personal training, which I have done many, many years ago, and they aren't giving you some American College of Sports Medicine guidelines or something equivalent to that, you should probably question the course that you're paying for, if you're paying for it. I'm sure they are, though. I know some local councils and local governments do offer a entry-level qualification, and I think they're really good incentives to get people involved in fitness and teaching, and you can become self-employed. I think it's fantastic if you can do it. Just make sure the quality of the curriculum and the syllabus is there. These are really good. I do still refer back to this sometimes myself, because I do forget some principles, and revision is always important. But it's really nice to understand how things are constructed and what the research is actually based on. So anyway, without further ado, what I'm going to do is just go through, there's a section here called muscular strength on page 81, and it's under the section of exercise testing. So there's a couple of caveats that I want to go through as well, but essentially the principles are the same, and that is what we have been doing all through the season. So We have been training submax so far. So that means I've been working between 80 to 85 to 90, sometimes 95% of my 1 rep max. And today we're going to see how much we can do. We've been doing that for the last 6 or 7 months. That's our build-up, that's our preparation, right? So how to do this properly, how to max out, essentially. Here we go. So the following, I quote, the following represents the basic steps in 1 rep max, and I'll talk to you more about why we're doing 1 rep max and not a percentage anymore a bit later. So the following represents the basic steps in 1 rep max, or any multiple rep max, testing following familiarization or practice sessions. So we have done plenty of familiarization practice sessions. We've done lots of preparation. Okay, number 1, subject should warm up by completing a number of sub-maximal repetitions. Fine. 2, determine the 1 rep max or any multiple rep max within 4 trials, with rest periods of 3 to 5 minutes between trials. That's pretty much how we've been training and working through our season in a sub-max manner. 3, select an initial weight that is within the subject's perceived capacity, 50 to 70% of capacity. So that's my interpretation of what I think is 50 to 70%. Resistance is progressively increased by 2.5 kilograms to 20 kilograms until the subject cannot complete the selected repetitions. All repetitions should be performed at the same speed and range of motion to instill consistency between trials. That's fair enough, isn't it? 5. The final weight lifted successfully is recorded as the absolute 1 rep max or multiple rep max. There we go. Right, let's do another warm-up set. We're going to go up to 100, and then we'll touch on some of the bits and bobs as we go through. So I'll put 15 onto this. Good. 4 reps then. Why 4 reps? Because it's enough to hit me and stimulate me, but not enough to burn me out and make me too tired. Easy. So that's 100. Then we go 120. So this is actual warm-up. Plus legs. Feeling good. In our usual fashion, however, how are we feeling after the last session? I'm feeling great. I had an extra day's rest. I was tired yesterday. I just really tired, and it wasn't feasible to lift tired. So I got instead a really good night's sleep. And in this situation now, we've been training so hard for 7 months. It would have been a real shame to have come to the session to do squat as best we could and I've done it really, really tired with in a sense, a bit of a handicap. So I was more than happy to take a bit more sleep, 24 hours rest. Bearing in mind, you're not going to lose anything at this stage of the season if you have one more day's rest. We've been stimulating the body for the last 7 or 8 months, really heavy, proper technique, fantastic. So just one extra day so I can lift optimally, I think is better. And I do speak to some people. I remember speaking to people as a physio, certainly now as a doctor, and they will always tell you when the moment that they got injured, and they'll, not always, but they usually tell you that, they didn't warm up properly, or they knew they shouldn't have lifted that day, or they felt a bit tired, because it does catch you out, especially with the strength training. The tiredness, and particularly the diet as well, making sure you've got enough calories on board throughout the day. So I've been eating everything in sight all day. Needing energy for the session. Healthy food, of course, clean, healthy food. Beautiful. Smooth, nice, negative phase, nice positive phase. Body feels hungry. Your body, with reference to fatigue as well, when you're lifting, you just will feel drained. You just won't feel right. And you'll be able to do the reps and work out, but there's a difference to feeling a bit drained and getting under that really heavy bar and not feeling drained, actually feeling really powerful. And it's a completely different sensation. And you'll appreciate that if you train that way. You'll just know that you've got the power and the drive. So that's 120. Let's go 140. So go up in 20 kilos basically, which is what, was it point number 2? Point number 3, 2.5 to 20 kilo increases. So what's my perceived, so 50 to 70% is probably going to be around so 90%, 91% was about 165 kilos, so I would say 50 to 70% is obviously 80 to 100, so from here now, that's 100, 120, 140. So, yeah. Perceived warm up, 50, 70% fine. And then, if a 165 is about 90, I'm definitely hoping to do more than 165 today. I should, because we're doing 165 for reps, so I should be able to definitely do more than that for one rep, certainly. But we'll see, again, it's no ego, it's just personal attainment and just a bit of fun as well. And the only thing I'm wearing is Converse. I've got some knee-high socks on for a bit of extra support. I've got a tight baseball legging on. I've got no belt on. I've got a weightlifting suit. I've got a vest and a t-shirt on, keep warm, and some straps. And that's it. Flat shoes. And that's it. No belts, no wraps, no straps. Might put a bit of chalk on my hands because I like the grip around my neck. On the shoulders. But anyone can do it, you don't have to compare to other people. Just compare to yourself and start at an ability or at a level that you feel most comfortable at. So. Right, let's go through a few more principles before we get into the business end of the session. And I don't know how long this stream is going to be because I might just keep going. I know it says within 4 attempts. Just want to make sure I've absolutely given everything I can. Because it's also a personal record of attainment as well for myself to look back on. So, but that goes for all parts of my life really, and I mean that respectfully. Like, as long as I know I've given absolutely everything I can, then you can have no regrets. Goodness me. Do you remember when 140 was our warm-up? Now it's like, do you remember when 140 was our working set? Now it's our warm-up. Interesting, isn't it? Right, so we'll jump up to 160 next. Oh, but we need a bit of a break. 60. So another 20 kilo increase. Happy. Clips on. Safety, safety. Okay. Let's go through a few more principles and discussion. So, we've gone through the basic 5 of how to do it. So, what they give you in this book is reference tables for upper body strength and leg strength. Okay, now, the difference is the leg strength tables that they use data from leg press, as in the incline or the decline or incline, as field is. It's a decline leg press, isn't it? We are doing body weight squat, free barbell, free weight squat. So how transferable these numbers are, let's say percentile of your performance compared to your age, probably is a little bit more of a difficult exercise, this one, than kind of seating in the chair and pressing up, which puts a lot more strain through your back. We have discussed about why we don't do leg press. So I think the barbell squat is harder, but essentially for your age group, you can kind of see what percentage ratio of your body weight to kilograms you're lifting. And it's easy to look up, just reference tables. You don't have to memorize the numbers, but just use references. So they use bench press for upper body strength, and they use leg press for leg strength. Do I agree with these guidelines? I think for the leg strength, it should be free weight squat, but I think they've chosen an exercise that everybody can do, which is seated leg press. Everybody can do that. And upper body strength, bench press, I think most people's bench press or pec strength isn't the greatest. I think some people have great bench press, but most general population, bench press is quite hard and quite scary. Is chin up a better indicator of upper body strength? I think so. I think it uses more of the arms, it uses a little bit of the chest, it uses the back, it uses the abs. We've discussed all this. So personally, I disagree with the guidelines on that respect, that I think chin up is a better indicator of upper body strength. We will do 1 rep max chin up as well. So that's just a little bit of discussion point there. Let me know what you think. You might think that bench press is a perfect choice. The guidelines say so. It's obviously based on some research and a larger data set that they've analysed and I haven't. So let's go through this little bit. Might do another set actually. Might do another set. It's calling me. It's calling me. Right, anyway, what is 1 rep max? Let's just go through this. Because there's no rush, still recovering, still getting charged up, see what we can achieve. Traditionally, what is 1 rep max? Traditionally, one repetition maximum, 1 RM, is the greatest resistance that can be moved through the full range of motion in a controlled manner with good posture. This has been the standard for dynamic strength assessment. Fantastic. However, a multiple rep max can be used, such as a 4 or 8 rep max. as a measure of muscular strength, which may allow the participant to integrate evaluation into their training program. So you can then calculate from that what your percentages are. We have discussed that. For example, if one were training 6 to 8 rep maximums, the performance of a 6 rep max to momentary muscular fatigue or failure would provide the index of strength changes over time, so you can track your progress. You see what you can lift maximally for 6 reps, which is basically what we've been doing in phase 1 and phase 2, basically all the live streams. We have seen our 5-6 rep maximum to momentary fatigue increase because our weight percentage and ability has gone up. Okay, so the performance of a 6 rep max to momentary muscular fatigue would provide an index of strength changes over time, independent of the true 1 rep max. That's true, because they're different things. This estimating a 1 rep max from such tests is problematic and generally not necessary. So what they're saying is by doing a 6 to 8 rep max to momentary fatigue, it's hard to use the data that you get from that and translate it, because it doesn't exactly match up to what you can actually do for 1 rep max. If you're looking at something 6 times, it gives you some general indication as to what you could potentially do, but it's not exact. So that's why it's problematic to transfer that information, transfer your findings, and it's generally not necessary. We've used it throughout our live streams for preparation and technique and a challenge, and a constant challenge to avoid hitting plateaus and keep stressing the body and getting stronger, but we've not used it to calculate and get to a 1 rep max. So therefore, yeah, estimating 1 rep max from such tests is problematic and generally not necessary. The number of lifts one can perform at a fixed percentage of 1 rep max for different muscle groups, such as leg press or bench press, varies tremendously, and this renders an estimated 1 rep max impractical. True. However, the true 1 rep max is still a popular measure. There we go. And that's what we're going to do today. Okay, oh, here we go. So the next session is important, which we'll go through this in another stream as well. So valid measures of the general upper body strength include the 1 rep max value for bench press or military press. The corresponding indices of lower body strength include 1 rep max values for leg press or leg extension. Now that's interesting, isn't it? Because leg extension is just going to hit the quads. That's interesting. I disagree with that again. I don't think leg extension is a true indicator of lower body strength if you're just isolating the quadriceps muscle. Nah. Anyway, let's see what this 160 is like. And then we're going to start on the timer, and we're going to be going up, and we'll have our 3 to 5 minutes rest, it says. So I might take the maximum 5 minutes, to be honest, between sets. Maximum permitted time allowed. Dare I say that 160 was easy? Modestly. So from here now, we can go up anything, 2.5 to 20 kilos. Now, I can do 20, as the guidelines say so, but the reality of that is probably not achievable. We'll see. But we can try. So we're going to go up by, what was on there? So if I put on another 10 kilos from that, that gives us 170, doesn't it? So this is going to be 170, because we've done 160. We know we can do 165, because we did that for reps and sets in the last live stream. So we're going to do 170. Which is the new season's best. Again. It's only for 1 rep. Let's focus. Do a sip. So, decompression. Let me just, because I'm sat down as well. Yeah, that feels nice and loose. Yeah, abs feel. Yeah, back, extension, neck, all feels good. Healthy. No better feeling than feeling healthy. Natural, clean. No better feeling, man. So, anyway, right. Enough. Right, let's just talk a little bit about muscular strength and muscular endurance. Now, I have touched on this previously. So muscular strength is what we're working on today, but muscular endurance is a different beast. That essentially is your conditioning and your ability to work through reps over time. So the ACSM has, however, melded the terms muscular strength, and the ACSM has melded the terms muscular strength and muscular endurance into a category termed muscular fitness. We spoke about this, amazing. It's included as an integral portion of the total health-related fitness and positions it on the quantity and quality of exercise to achieve and maintain fitness. So the term muscular fitness is included in the quality and quantity of exercise to achieve and maintain fitness. Muscular strength refers to the ability of the muscle to exert force. Muscular endurance is the muscle's ability to continue to perform for successive exertions or many repetitions. Fantastic. Traditionally, the tests allowing few, such as 3 or less reps of a task prior to reaching momentary muscular fatigue have been considered strength measures. We've been doing that recently. We've been doing 3 by 3, 4 reps, 3 reps, 2 reps. Whereas those in which numerous repetitions, 12 or above, are performed prior to momentary muscular fatigue were considered measures of muscular endurance. However, the performance of a maximal repetition range, such as 4 to 6 or 8, can also be used to assess strength. Just got to put a bit more weight on, I guess. Awesome. Okay. Right, I think we're ready to go. We've got to start the timer as well, haven't we? Put this timer on so you can see as well. Timers. So if I drop this down, we said we were going to take 3 to 5 minutes today. I'd say we've had 3 minutes already. So give yourself 2 minutes here. There we go. 2 more minutes. I think I've been talking for 3 minutes, so we'll do this one now. Oh yeah. Right. The alarm will go off in my ear and my headphones. We'll take 5 minutes. We've been training all season with about 3 to 4 minutes rest, so I'm going to take the 5. Because I want to get as much as I can. Let's see what this 170 feels like. Feeling good. Feel positive. I will go through this again in other live streams as well, because people might just catch like the individual stream, they won't know what the hell we're talking about. So it's important to go over things, important to go over principles. So we'll talk about technique next as well, and muscle endurance or strength tests and what they control for, and why some of them aren't transferable findings, which we spoke about in the research previously, gathering the data and how people perform exercises. Sometimes people do it so much differently that it's just impossible to make the data transferable. It's really hard to record data sets and take findings. Feeling good. Hamstrings feel switched on. Glutes feel switched on. Right, the alarm has just gone off in my ear. So I put that now to 5 minutes. Come on, 1 rep, 170. Safety, safety. Power, power. Come on, engage with your inner strength. Focus, focus, focus. Breathing, breathing, breathing technique. Legs drive, legs drive, legs drive. Tight abs. Easy. Come on. Five minutes going on the clock. I'm feeling really strong. I'm feeling stronger than I thought I would. That felt gorgeous. If I can use such an adjective. Now what do we go for? We're in new territory. Do we go 180? I'm enjoying myself. Do we go 180 or do we go 190? Do we go 10 kilos again? Is it 160, 170? Let's go 180. Feeling good, right? I'm just going to stay like this. Just a little bit of a slight hyperextension. I spoke about the reasons why. Slight hyperextension, the spine just lifts, decompresses, closes down the facet joints but decompresses the disc. And that's fine. No falling asleep though. Yeah. Two minutes. I'll tell you what, the time flies. Do you know when you've got 3 minutes on the clock? Because when you're doing the strength and conditioning, when you're doing the conditioning work and the bodybuilding type stuff, you know, whatever your rest period is, you know, 90 seconds, or if you're doing drop sets, or if you're having no rest and you're doing supersets, whatever it might be. When you're doing strength work and you're getting that 3 to 5 minute rest, some days that 3 minutes feels like it just goes. You really appreciate how much time flies. And you're only just getting over the set, you know? And the alarm goes off and you're like, I cannot believe that's been 3 minutes. I mean, you're ready to lift, but you appreciate how you actually need that 3 minutes rest. And I think that is one of the I think that's the second hardest adaptation that you will find when you come to do strength work, proper strength training, is you can't believe the rest periods. You think that they're too long at the start, and it's a bit of an alien concept. But you soon appreciate why you need it, especially when you're trying to hit new levels. You soon appreciate it. So the first alien concept that's really hard to adjust to is that because you're doing so much less, you kind of think that, you know, it's not bodybuilding, it's not conditioning, you're not hitting every muscle or hitting, you know, split session 5 days a week. Because you're doing 3 sessions a week and you're doing like 2 or 3 exercises, you feel like you're not doing very much. But believe me, if you're doing it correctly, it's enough, and you will grow. You will grow. You'll put on more weight and more size than anything else, anything ever. And I've tried many types of training. I've got 10 seconds, can you believe? Need to go swimming again. Let's start some yoga. Get a bit flexy. Get more flexible as well. Because flexibility is a part of strength, is a part of fitness as well, you know. Forget about that, don't you? Flexibility is a part of fitness. So I need to do a bit of non-weight bearing stuff like cycling. Because you think we've done impact and pounding work on the joints for 7 or 8 months, so some swimming, some cycling is pretty good. Let's do this 180, come on. Engage, nice and smooth. Smooth negatives, nice drive. Nice drive, engage the abs, let's engage. Supernatural. That's been a minute, hasn't it? So I'm going to give myself 4 minutes rest. I was just changing the weights. 190. New territory. Feeling good. That felt good. That was a little bit more difficult, that rep. Like, the power in the base. The power in the base was there. I was driving up, but then that mid position, that's where you really need to engage and switch on your abs. And that point that we've mentioned about the hardest part of the body to train is like thoracic spine, mid spine. That's really, really hard to target. So these are the moments where we did all the prep work in the first phase. The reason why we did all the T-bar row and the chin-ups, the Zerker squats. I hope it, in moments like that, that's where it pays dividends. See if we can do this 190. Whew. In the zone now. Big drive up this time. I've really got to make sure I drive up. So there's no spotters either, so I can do it. But if I don't, I might just have to. But I've got a fight bit as well. It would be nice to have a spotter. Big drive, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, you can do it. No joy. Good try. We try again. Says within 4 trials. So, have another attempt. So, we can do. In fact, we're going to have a set rest period, including changing this weight. See if we can get this up. Sophie, excuse me, could you grab one end of this just to hook on here? You alright to do that? Thank you. Just all the way up. Can you manage? Thank you.
There we go.
Your shoulder alright? Yeah? Sound. Thank you very much. So there we go. Physics. Start our rest. A squat is a different animal. So coming up on the next max out live streams, we'll be doing bench press. Yeah, we'll do squat, bench, deadlift, shoulder press, chin up, farmer's carry. And then we've done all the main lifts, main types of exercises. Come on. You can do this. Come on. We are close. Oh. Okay, whilst we're waiting, we've got 3 minutes. So, essentially here, this is interesting, isn't it? Muscle function tests are very specific to the muscle groups tested. The type of contraction, the velocity of muscle movement, speed, and the type of equipment and the joint range of motion. That's pretty good. Results of any one test are specific to the procedures used, such as 3 minutes rest and full rep maximum and how long your warm-up is. Results of any one test are specific to the procedures used, and no single test exists for evaluating total body muscular endurance or total body muscular strength. That's interesting, isn't it? Unfortunately, few muscle endurance or few muscle strength tests control for repetition duration, such as speed of movement, positive and negative phase, or range of motion. So the results are difficult to interpret. that's interesting. So different individuals will be doing, let's say someone's doing the same amount of weight, but their range of motion might be different. Speed of the negative phase, speed of the positive phase might be very different. Any equipment that they've used and so on. Wraps, straps, belts, support equipment and so on. Individuals should participate in familiarization or practice sessions with the equipment, which is basically what we've been doing. We've done loads of squats and loads of practice stuff. We've got to adhere to a specific protocol, such as what we've done today, including predetermined repetition duration and range of motion. So if your repetition duration is 3 seconds negative, 2 seconds positive, that's kind of the guide that you're working on. That's your fixed determination of how you're going to perform the motion, the movement, the exercise, including the range of motion. This will help you to obtain a reliable score that can be used to track true physiological development and adaptations over time. So what we've done is we've gradually increased our weight, but we've kept the technique and the speed and velocity of movement exactly the same. The standardized conditions or protocol should include strict posture, consistent repetition duration, such as movement speed, full range of motion, the use of spotters when necessary, should get some today, equipment familiarization, which we've done, equipment familiarization, and proper warm-up. I think we've ticked all those boxes, apart from a spotter today, which we could probably do with, but it's who feels comfortable as well. Right, the timer is going to go off. Let's have another go. Come on. Come on. Watch me look. Come on, all the way down. Power up. All the way down. Power through the base. Drive. Drive. Final checks. Come on. Oh, wow. I feel strong. Oh, wow. Start the clock. 5 minutes. Try 200. Believe. So it's only, psychologically now, it's only 10 kilograms more it can make a huge difference when you're on the high weights. Even 1 or 2 kilograms can make so much difference. However, what's my perception? As it says perceived, this is not ego, this is my perception. How did I feel when I did that? My technique was great, my speed of movement was great. I was really happy with the breathing. Lift off, put down. So to be honest with you, my perception is, as we said, between 2.5 and 20 kilo increase. I think I could do a 10 kilo increase again, and we'll see. And if not, then we know our 1 rep max lies somewhere between 190 and 200, and then we can tailor it from there, and we're still within our yeah, that's spot on that. Wow. You're stronger than you think. It's only 10 more kilos. I've got 10 more kilos in me. So we were doing 165 for reps. We've got 200 on the bar now. We'll see how this feels. Calm. Calma, calma. Relax or that. Just a sugary sports drink type thing. Okay, quads have fired up. I remember maxing out about 6 or 7 years ago in Warsaw. And one of the things I can remember is it was hard, and obviously you reached your maximum, but you always surprise yourself with how strong you are. And secondly, when you come away, you know that you've done all you can, but your body will tell you, oh, you could have done a little bit more. But at the time of doing it, it honestly just isn't like that. We're feeling good. Let's see what we've got in the tank. No ego. Everything's a positive. At this point, everything's success. Psychological preparation, come on. Come on. Not bad for a nappy. Yes, I can do this. Good breathing, good drive. Good breathing, good drive, good technique. That's the timer. No way. I felt that. No way. That was tough. Yeah. So, as soon as you go down, you feel that. Yeah. Yeah, you feel that. That's like, right, we'll try again. We'll try again. Whoa, no way. However, let's try again. It's feedback, isn't it, for the brain? Yeah, we'll try again. Somewhere between 190 and 200. Oh. That is usually. Just roll a little plate underneath. Oh. Oh, yeah, that was a shock. Shock to the body. So we should try once more. Oh. Stress. So if you are just joining, this is max out squat day. We're attempting 200 and we just failed. If I fail again, which I might not, I might surprise myself again. You can drop it down to 195. Because we did 190. And then we can go from there and we can tweak 197, 192. Right, I am going to start my 5 minutes now. I think that's fair, isn't it? Because I've been lifting and putting all the weights back on. Thanks for joining. Do appreciate it. Just decompress. Mid, 2. Up the spine. Come on. apologise if I'm not as talking as much as usual when teaching. I did a lot of that at the start of the stream. I'm in complete focus mode now. So, recovery, recovery, recovery. Maxing out that 5 minutes. Come on. At least gotta get down, get that negative. Definitely a new stressor, I'll tell you that. Whew. Ah. Ah. 2 minutes, 40 seconds. That 190 felt so smooth on the second attempt. So smooth. But as I mentioned, jumping up by 10 kilos at that high increment, high weight, it is a big ask. Sometimes it's usually minuscule increments. We'll try. We'll try one. No, we'll do 200. Let's be positive. We're going to do this now. Let's really think positive. Yeah, we're going to do this. And then, so that's plan A. And then plan B is we go 195 and work from there. Excuse me, got that with dust. Come on, engage your core. Come on. 10 seconds. No, not smooth. Not as smooth as I'd like. Okay, take a bit of rough with the smooth. That's all part of it. I got a bit lower this time anyway. Let's take the positives. Interesting feedback. processing, thinking through that in my head. I didn't think I could have done anything better. I think it's just genuinely too heavy for me. And my body just isn't used to that descent with that amount of weight, so it's going to take more practice. Right, drop down, let's do 105. That was a good try. Good try, well done. So that's new targets, isn't it? We'll go 105. That is a 2. Oh, that's a 1.25. Don't need that. 2.5. Oh, in fact, we've got two 1.25s here. So that's 1.25, 1.25. Put two of those in there. We can use these two for the side. Oh, we've got one. See what we've got. We'll just use whole numbers. Got two steel 2.5s. So that's 195. Let's see how this is. New sacred territory. Still in new territory. 190. We can do 195. Come on. 5 kilos off might make all the difference, and it can actually. It can, even if it's only, well, it's that's 190, 195. Yeah, 5 kilos off. That can make the difference, particularly at these very high extremes. Even just, you've seen when I've been doing the clean and jerk and the snatch, the Olympics. Sometimes even like 2.5 kilos or 1 kilo can be the difference between a successful lift and not. And you'll see that when you watch the Olympics. The increments and the attempts that they go up in, sometimes they, can make all the difference. Right, anyway, let me start this 5 minutes. Sorry. Oh, I should give myself 4 minutes there, actually, because I was talking for a minute or so, wasn't I? Yeah, let's be completely thorough. Just chatting away for 1 minute. 195, come on, this is achievable because we did 190. We couldn't get the 200, we did try twice. I got a little bit lower, but that's not bad with no belts and straps and stuff, so got to be happy, haven't you? Yeah, that's a nice try. That new stress going through the body, going down is, yeah, it's a big shock for the system. Like any new weight or any new exercise, it does feel uncomfortable. But this, even there, there was still progress. It's like it got a little bit lower. Got just about, I think, just above halfway. Anyway. Legs fired up. Oh, sleep for a week after this. Come on, big drive, we can do this now. Oh. 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 Awesome. Okay, so if you are just joining, this is 195. We attempted 200 twice, and I have to be happy with that, to be honest. Got to be modest and happy, haven't you, you know? So I couldn't do it, but that's not bad because it was new territory. It's the first attempt at doing that. I've never been up to the 200 mark before with like completely unequipped and completely natural. So 200 was a good try, man. It felt right when I had it on. I could feel that I had you can usually tell when you lift off a heavy squat bar, you kind of know if you've got the capacity for it. You can feel your abs engage in your spine, and you feel everything's really supercharge up and really switch on. So when I had the 200 on my shoulders, I could feel capable, but the execution is a different story. So we'll try this 195. This should be achievable because the 190 felt really nice, you know, that felt really smooth. So yeah, let's just double check. 170, 180, 190, and then 2.5 and 2.5. 8 seconds. We've got our clips. 5. Come on, you can do this. Okay. Big drive. Come on, you can do this. Big drive. Big. Damn! Ah! It moved close. Ah! I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. Absolutely. Come on. Yeah, I can definitely do it. Yeah. That's going up. That's going up. Come on. There is a little tip here actually with a heavyweight. You can prop a 1.25 or a 2.5 kilo underneath and roll it on, but not like this. Roll it on top and then everything just slides off. There's these bar hooks that you get, but this is equally as good. Rapido. muy rápido. And then we get this back on. Come on, we can do that 195. Oof. Ooh. Come on. Positive. Eternally. The boy's having fun. Getting big and strong. Ooh. Do you know what? I was thinking about the conditioning and stuff today. And it's really bittersweet because I really love this part of the season where every session you're breaking records and every session you're just growing and you're just so strong and you don't hit plateaus and you're just, you know, and I love the size, the bulk and the shape that I have. But of course, you know, it is important to move to a conditioning phase to build that muscular fitness and that muscle endurance that we spoke about. Because there is a point of diminishing returns really, where if you just keep doing the heavy stuff constantly, you are going to pick up small injuries and wear and tear, and it can become detrimental. So you do have to step back, but you know, you do want to keep going at the same time. But every season that you come back, you are fitter and stronger and bigger, even if you're working through similar rep ranges and weights. You're always in better shape. And of course, getting strong, because I wasn't doing this last year. So we are hitting new heights. 195, come on, right. We need, again, 4 minutes on the clock. We'll do 4 minutes. No, I'm going to do 5. I'm going to be kind. I'm going to show a little bit of self-love and give myself the 5 allocated minutes, and I'm going to achieve this 105. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely going to do this. Drive. Yeah. Drive it up. So I do like the bulk and the size and the shape that I have, and it's just, I feel so good and healthy and fit at the moment. So it is sweet in that respect, and then bitter that in that respect that it is important to step back and do some conditioning work as well, and get the heart and lungs going. Oh. If only the body could, like, just, you know, you stimulate it and it stays as it is, and then you can go and do whatever you want. You can go run a marathon and you would be able to carry the amount of mass that you have as well. If only we were physiologically engineered like that. But your body is so efficient at building, it's also so efficient at breaking down what it doesn't need. Very, very efficient. Reading about ubiquitin, I think it's pronounced ubiquitin or ubiquitin pathway, and it's literally the body breaking down proteins and cells and recycling things that it doesn't use anymore. And it's pretty much the same thing. Atrophy, cell breakdown, without the right stimulation. Yeah, come on, we can do this. 195. stretch. Come on. Ah. If I do it, which I will, I'm just going to drop it on the floor once I've locked out and achieved it. I'm not going to try and re-rack, because there's no point in saving the energy, because I'm going to break it down anyway. So we'll just drop it to the floor once we've, which does break gym etiquette, but we have got a rubber floor and there's nobody else in here and we're using rubber plates, so. If I've got the energy, I'll re-rack. But this is going to be a big drive. Come on. Drive it up. Drive it up. Come on. Ah. Come on. Come on. Believe. So 5 minutes. Come on. Come on. Yes! Yes! Woo! Ah! That felt so smooth. Ah. Well done. Yes. Oh, that felt so smooth. I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop. But we are out of time, and that is my 4th attempt. I failed 2 200s. I failed a 195, and then I did a 195 kilos. Got to be happy. It's nice to be hungry and still want more, though. I do want to do more. I could push it up to 197. Oh, can you see what I mean? My brain's telling me I could do 197 now. Ah, but that's good to stay hungry. That's good to stay hungry. Positive, positive hunger, positive hunger, positive hunger. That is good. And it sets the precedent for new targets now, doesn't it? So we know, 200 is coming, man. And it's achievable. 195 was like smooth, baby. Oh. Yeah, I'm not going to have with adequate rest period. And we did do it within 4 attempts, and we did go up according to as we said we would, the methods that we said we would, with full range of movement. And I managed to re-rack it as well. Sometimes it's hard to re-rack when you've... Oh, I'm a happy boy. That is a new all-time record. Right, awesome. Woo. Right, thank you very much. Let's debrief. Let's reflect. Oh, fantastic. Well deserved. Right, I had no idea today. Let's debrief. I had no idea today what I'd be able to achieve. Absolutely none. I know we were doing 165 for reps. 3 by 3, fantastic. But to jump up to an attempt at 200 and then doing it at 195 on the second attempt, I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. We could try 197, but I'm hungry to do it now. So we'll see if we do another strength season. We'll see how we get on. Achievable. So today was maxing out on squats. Brilliant, and we did. We maxed out on squats. Next time we'll be doing next time we're doing bench press. I will have more fun. Bench press is fun. And then we'll do deadlifts. Then we'll do chin-ups. Or then we'll do shoulder press, chin-ups, and then farmer's carry. I think that's a sensible order. Right, anyway, I've got to go. These guys are closing here. We've achieved our objectives today. I'm very happy. I thought that was absolutely fantastic. And now I need to rest and sleep and get some steak and some steamed veg and something really nice and clean. And recovery, of course. Right, thank you for joining the live lifts. Amazing, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you soon. Stay strong.